I'm J. Lenora Bressler, and welcome to the November, what is this? 8th, 2022 edition of the Bible, Delight in the Details. I want to read you a beautiful passage from the Old Testament, Isaiah chapter 49, known as the Servant of the Lord passage. This is a messianic passage. It's been understood to be that since ancient times. This is the Messiah speaking. Some people try to say that it is Israel, but it is clearly not Israel itself as the nation or people of Israel, because this individual described has a mission to Israel, for Israel. I want to just read this to you because if you ever feel like that what you're doing is in vain, or that you're not being used as much as you think you should be, just remember that on the surface, the ministry of Christ, the earthly ministry, seemed to have come to a complete halt. I mean, you don't get put on the bench more than getting dead. I mean, and yet we know that was the mission. And there was so much good that was going to come from that. So just let these beautiful words from the prophet Isaiah kind of fall over your ears at this point. This is about the Messiah. Listen to me, you islands. Hear this, you distant nations. Before I was born, the Lord called to me. From my mother's womb, he has spoken my name. He made my mouth like a sharpened sword. In the shadow of his hand, he hid me. He made me into a polished arrow and concealed me in his quiver. He said to me, "You are my servant, Israel, in whom I will display my splendor." But I said, "I have labored in vain. I have spent my strength for nothing at all." Yet, what is due me is in the Lord's hands, and my reward is with my God. You see, when you can't when you can't trace his hand, you must trust his heart. You must know the attributes of God and know who you're dealing with, and not be misled or confused by apparent circumstance. And now the Lord says, "He who formed me in the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob back to him and gather Israel to himself. For I am honored in the eyes of the Lord, and my God has been my strength." And he says, this would be the Lord, "It is too small a thing for you to be my servant, to restore the tribes of Jacob and bring back those of Israel I have kept. I will also make you a light unto the Gentiles, and my salvation may reach to the ends of the earth." This is what the Lord says, the Redeemer and the Holy One of Israel, to him who was despised and abhorred by the nation, to the servant of rulers. Kings will see you and stand up. Princes will see and bow down, because of the Lord who is faithful, the Holy One of Israel, who has chosen you. Let us remember who we serve. Do not be discouraged. Do not let your hearts be troubled. I'm J. Lenora Bressler. Visit me on the next edition of The Bible, Delight in the Details. Have a great day.